is the Fifine Tank 3 microphone, and I really love this thing. Now, just to bear in mind, this microphone is not the lightest microphone you could get. It does weigh, a few kilos here. No, not quite kilos actually, but it is a hefty microphone. But that's good because then it's going to be quite stable wherever you put it, and it just looks quite fine. It also has this mute button. You can see this green button here. If you're using it with the USB cable, you can mute the mic directly from the microphone, just like this. Okay. And there you couldn't hear me say anything. It's as simple as that. And it's really cool as well because it also has a few knobs to work with. So on if you look on here, you'll see that there are two knobs to work with. One is the microphone and the other is the headphone. Now, what that means is that at the back, you can see that there's an I hope you can see it. There's an XLR, and as well as XLR, there's also the USB connection and a headphone jack. Now, what that means is that you you can either connect the microphone using an XLR cable, so into an interface, or you can connect it using the USB, which is what I'm doing right now. Beyond that, though, you can also listen to the feedback, so you can hear yourself through your headphones to make sure your levels are okay and that it sounds correct and it sounds good. And you can also adjust the sound that's being let out from the microphone over here. Now, I believe these knobs only work for the USB, by the way, but you can increase the amount of, would I say, gain or volume level on the microphone by turning this knob right here. So if I turn this down, you should hear less of me at this level than you could before. I'm going to turn it back up. Okay. And then if I was listening to this with my headphones, which I probably should, but I don't like the headphone look all the time. So I don't always wear my headphones, but I can test out my sound before that just to see how things sound. Now, if I have a look, let's see. Um, all right. Oh, by the way, I just realized I had some friends who signed up. Hello, hello. Samuel Babalala, nice to see you on here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, good evening. Okay, good. I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I got so into the microphone that I forgot to say hello. Apologies. Apologies. All right. So we also have Adebola on the stream as well. Hi, Adebola. Nice to have you on here. Okay. Awesome. 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 All right. So as I was saying, I was just introducing you to this microphone for anybody who's just joining. Hi, it's Aura here, and just talking about this microphone. Now, the other thing I would mention here is the knob for the headphones. So let's say you're listening on the headphones. You want to be able to hear yourself, but you don't want it to be too loud. You can adjust that straight from here. You can also use it as a way of listening to just the sound coming out of your computer because you can just route all the sound from your computer straight into here. So that means you can listen. So if your computer was further away, you can just plug your headphones to this microphone and it would work well. Now, what are uses for me with this microphone? I'll be using this microphone for live streaming, definitely. It's something that what I really like about it is the plug and play. I can just literally plug in the USB, plug it into my computer and be ready to go just like that, which is really, really handy. I'm a voiceover artist, so I use my voice for different things like creating ads, e-learning. I was just working on an e-learning course today, actually. So e-learning, audiobooks, what else can I say? Conference announcements, all sorts, anywhere that requires a voice. And so I use my voice for different things. Now, this isn't necessarily the microphone I would use for that because I have my whole setup behind me where I record using condenser microphones in a studio environment. So that's usually that the sound on that is a lot different to this. But this is just so handy. This will actually come in handy for me though when I'm doing voiceover auditions. Many times I see a voiceover job that I want to audition for, and I don't necessarily want to go into the studio, set up and all that. I'm already by my computer on this desk. All I have to do is plug this in, record it, and send it off. The quality is still decent. It's not what I would use as my final voiceover microphone and the audio I would use to like send to clients. But for doing auditions, it works great. I mean, tell me in the chat, by the way, as you're listening to me, can you hear what it sounds like, and what do you think about the sound? I do hope I haven't made a mistake, which I made a while ago, where I went live and my microphone was completely muted. But I'm sure somebody would have told me by now if it was muted, so that's fine. Um, and in general, yeah, this has just been the Fifine Tank 3 microphone. If you do have any questions, by the way, um, yeah, if you do have any questions, by the way, just put them in the chat. Let me know, and I can answer them before I head off. But this was just meant to be a simple, quick video introducing you to the Fifine Tank 3 microphone. I don't know if it's Fifine or Fifine, but yeah, Fifine Tank 3 microphone. In terms of price online, it goes for about. Oh, thanks. Samuel and Adibola have mentioned that the sound is okay, so thanks for that. Um, Okay, so if you're looking to buy this microphone, it goes online for a very decent price, actually. In terms of US dollars, it comes to just under $100, I believe. In pounds, that would probably be about 80 pounds, 70, 80 pounds, which isn't bad for the quality you're getting. In Canadian dollars, that would probably be about maybe 110, 120 Canadian. So nothing too ridiculous, right? But it's a really good microphone. It'll give you a great sound. And like I said, it'll be great for podcasting, particularly if you want to have multiple guests. You can work with this kind of microphone where you have multiple. And because you can also expand it using the XLR output, it also means that you can have multiple microphones plugged into one audio interface. And with that, you're then able to go live, record your podcast, and have really smooth, creamy sounding sound come through it. So yeah, oh, so a question I had here was, do you have any additional settings or is it simply plug and play? It's actually simply plug and play, literally. I've literally got this USB right here and that's connected to the computer. Now, if I wanted to make it more fancy, add in some extra effects and stuff, I can use my interface. But many times when I want to go live, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to plug and play and go. So, yes, it has a plug and play function. And like I mentioned, you can mute the microphone right here. So, just like that. And then you can unmute yourself and then carry on. So let's say you have to cough, for example, just quickly mute yourself, and then there you go. You're unmuted again. So it's quite handy. Very very plug and play. Now another question that was asked was, how does it compare to a Rode mic? Well, the thing is, with Rode, you've got a huge spectrum of Rode mics, just like Fifine also have a huge spectrum of microphones. And with them, what I would say is Rode is a better known brand, like I would say. So, and they have different microphones. I think it would depend on which microphone I would compare it to. I would say though, a good microphone to compare it to, which unfortunately I don't think I have next to me. Let me just have a look to see if it's anywhere nearby. Uh, let's see. Nope, unfortunately, I don't have it with me, but there's the Shure MV7 microphone, which for me would compete with this, or this would compete with it, because it's a similar sort of setup. It's by Shure, so they're a better known brand, more expensive. However, what I did like about the Shure microphone, which I do like because this already has it as well, is the fact that you have the XLR, so you can have either XLR or USB input, and then also listen to yourself using the headphone jack. That combination for me is perfect. And the other reason why it's perfect is because what I could actually do is plug this microphone directly to my camera using the headphone jack. So the headphone jack is basically an AUX output. So instead of plugging it to headphones, I could just get a wire that's AUX to AUX on both sides and plug it directly to my camera. And what that means is I can get really crisp sounding audio and not necessarily have to pass it through an interface to get that sound or to record my sound separately. So that makes it even a lot easier and a lot more fun actually to record with, because it's literally plug and play, which for me works all the time. I mean, I can do fancy stuff with my microphones. I've been doing that for years, but sometimes you just want something you can just plug and play and get going. Like today, I literally just set a timer. Okay, you're going live in 5 minutes. I had to scramble and sort everything out within that time, but I was able to do that because all I had to do was literally plug and play this, just plug it to my computer and start playing and recording. So I have to say, yeah, it's definitely very very handy to have. Let me see. There don't seem to be any more questions. But yeah, I definitely like it for the price. It is pretty amazing. I'm going to try and see if I can open up a tab where I can check how much it costs online and in different countries. Can't. Oh, hold on. Okay. So let's do that again, shall we? So on the US site, like I said, it's $90 over here. And then on the, let's see, UK site. Okay. Okay, so on the UK site, it's $90 thereabouts, or $91, 91 pounds. I'm mixing my dollars up now. Okay, and then let's go to the Canadian site. Let's just do that quickly. By the way, I haven't been live in a while. It feels like a while. I mean, I say a while. I think my last time being live was in February, but it feels like it's been a while. Okay, so this is it for, let's see. Let's have a look. Um, Actually, if I let me, yeah, put it in here. There we go. Oh, okay. For some reason, it's not really showing, but it's available for about 90 something dollars. I don't know where the price is gone, but 90 something Canadian dollars as well. Oh, there it is. Oh no, 119 Canadian dollars. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that was me introducing the Fifine Tank 3 microphone. I definitely recommend it, particularly if you're just starting out and you want a microphone to just get you started, particularly if you're looking to go podcasting or just have a nice microphone for your setups, even for your work calls. It'll give you some really cool sounding audio. Um, yeah, there we go. If you have any other questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat. If not, I think I'll be ending the live stream here. I just thought I'd come on board, share something quickly, and then head off. But yeah, all right. Can't see any more questions, so I'm going to end the live stream in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oops. Okay, one more question. Let's go. Silent stream. Okay. Are there any requirements when on the move, like special packages or protection? Well, that's interesting, actually. I should say I'm probably not the best in terms of carrying equipment about. I just kind of put it in something, like wrap it between clothes and hope for the best, but that's probably not the best way to do it. But having said that though, if you do wrap it around in clothes, you should be fine. The one thing I would mention though is that if you keep it in your hand luggage, and you want to go through security, they're gonna flag it up and want to check your bag and figure out what this tube like looking thing is in your bag. So just bear that in mind. It might pay you to bring it out such that they can see it and it doesn't slow you down when you're passing through security when traveling by air. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty sturdy anyway. So um, I can't imagine you'd have to really be looking to damage it to actually get it damaged. But it's a pretty decent microphone. Like I said, it's pretty hefty, it's pretty strong. But then obviously take care of it. So if you're traveling, then put it in a nice soft case if you've got one. If not, wrap it in clothes and you should be fine. Um, yeah, I'd say that be it. I mean, if you really want, you can get bubble wrap, but I think that might be an overkill. If you just put it in a nice soft case or some clothes, like between clothes if you're traveling that way, put it there. And then it should be fine. Should be fine. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining me live. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me live. I've been seeing that my camera has been a bit out of focus. Let me try and get it into focus. Uh, nope. Is it in focus now? Okay, I think it's in focus now. Yeah, it's been a while since I've live streamed on my computer and my computer and my camera have been a bit funny, but yeah, it's okay. Another one of these happen. Anyway, I'm probably gonna record this video and put it up later. but I just thought I'd share that with you. Just literally go live as well and not be too bothered about being perfect and just get it out there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you in the next one. All right. Take care. And again, thanks for joining Adebola and thanks for joining Sam. Appreciate it. All right. Take care. Bye.